What's up, everyone? Thank you for trucking with G. I'm Gilbert, and in this video, it's gonna be vlog number 11. I got 2 loads today. Hopefully, it's gonna be a smooth day. Let's find out. Let's go.
Believe me, never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take it to your hands and plan your own hands can land your own brand, and damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility. Convincingly, I'm willing to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Until you're louder, until you're prouder, and fuck all the doubters. They're just young downers. I swear to God, they'll let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off with these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
I was in a temporary parking spot today at my yard. They're doing maintenance and they're putting a brand new blacktop on the ground. Not too bad. They're doing it by sections. One section, they're gonna do it 3 days, which they already did. Another section, it's gonna take them another 3 days, 3 different time frames. I just had a birthday last week on Tuesday, September 12th. I turned 39 years old. Can't believe it's the last year of my 30s. All right, so today's Friday, September 22nd. I got 2 loads. The first one picks up at 8 p.m. and that picks up at from 9 to 10 a.m. But I'll probably get there at 8 or maybe like 8:30. Let me see what my ETA is. My ETA says 8:47, so I'll be 13 minutes early if the traffic pretty much stays consistent with the ETA. And it's so weird, Monday through Friday, anytime you leave after like 5:30 a.m. or 6 a.m., then that's when the traffic just builds up. And no matter what, to go from San Bernardino area to Long Beach usually takes about 2 hours in traffic. If I leave before 5:30 Monday through Thursday, then I beat all that traffic. But for some reason on Fridays, it seems like there's not that much traffic, which I'm thankful for. But on the way coming back from Long Beach, if I don't leave before, I would say 12 p.m., then that traffic is just horrible on Fridays. I mean, it's horrible every day after around like 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday. But on Fridays, it's like it kicks in 2 hours earlier. Like it starts at like 12 p.m. and it's just horrible. It's like anywhere from like an hour and a half to 3 hours of traffic on Fridays. And then Monday through Thursday, if I leave after 2 p.m., it's about a good 2 hours of traffic. And that's to go a 60-mile trip one way. But yeah, my first load picks up at 8 p.m. and then that delivers to Rialto. But before I deliver to Rialto, they want me to store it at Linwood, pick up a different load at Linwood, and that delivers to El Monte. That's gonna be live unloaded, and then take the empty trailer back, and then pick up the load that I stored, and then take it to Rialto. So overall, it should be a good day. I only gotta go to the port one time, so I shouldn't really get held up at the port. But let's see if I can get my load out, store it, go take the other load, get live unloaded, come back, pick up my load, and see if I can be on my way back before 12 p.m. to my Virgos out there. Let me know in the comments down below what your birthday is or birthday month, and what's the best thing you ever got for your birthday. Let me know in the comments below. By the way, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. I got more trucking videos coming along the way. Check out my other trucking videos that I have already. This channel focuses on Long Beach port vlogs, DIY repairs, and anything else that has to do with trucking. And don't forget to like, comment, and share this video if you found some value in it. And if you want to support this channel, check out the Amazon affiliate links in the description below. If anybody buys anything, we'll get a small commission, and it'll help us in continuing making videos for this channel. Thank you for your support. Alright, just arrived at APM. Get my quick car ready. Nice. It's empty in here. Appointment's at 9 a.m. and it's 8:56 right now. That traffic was pretty smooth, thank God. Alright, let's go unlock all the corners. Been a while since I've been to APM. Seems like we've been going to Hanjin every day for like the last 2 weeks. But I like Hanjin. It's usually smooth and it goes by pretty quick. They're not automated, it's all man-operated machines, but I think Hanjin does a really good job. They're one of the best ports.
Driver, what's your tractor plate?
9G.
How can I help?
Empty in, load out.
Driver, what's the last four of your loadout?
7-2.
Thank you, driver.
Thank you. Make sure everything matches. Everything's good. Gotta go to zone D for both moves. The empty in and the load out. They're both in automation, so I can just park in the lane. One machine will take off my empty, go store it, and then another machine will come bring me my load and put it on my chassis. Wow, it looks so different in here. Only this section right here is container stacks now, which is handled by man-operated machines. And then the whole rest of the port looks like it's going completely automated. All these brand new lanes right here. Pretty cool. Wow, they're up to 118 lanes now. It's zone D. Gotta stop and the clerk will tell me which lane to go to. Any spot, all right, thank you. Go for 101. since I did this. Feeling a little rusty. So I've hit these cones. Oh, I'm way off. Shoot. I came in a little too tight. It's all about taking your time, be patient. Try not to rush it, because when you rush it, that's when you make mistakes. Just slowly bring it on in. Try to have even amount of space on both sides. Grab my paperwork. Do that while I wait. Got my empty taken off and my load put on. Let's go. Am I going to be able to squeeze out of here? I don't think so. I'm going to have to wait for these guys to move forward. Clear my chassis. Yes. Not bad. Oh, they're waiting to get into zone C. Looks like there's no more chassis pit right here. There used to be a chassis pit where if you have a port chassis that's no good, or if you bobtail in and you got to grab a chassis, this is the area where we used to be able to just grab a chassis. But my driver came here the other day and he said they eliminated the chassis pit and there's no more chassis. So it looks like you have to bring your own chassis every time you come to APM from now on. That's pretty much the same idea as Pier E, because Pier E never really had a chassis pit. You always had to have a chassis first before you get there, or an empty container, and then you just keep the chassis and then take your load out. Okay, I see some chassis stacked up further up ahead, but I wonder if they eliminated the option for us drivers to come and use their port chassis. Look at all these chassis right here. Yeah, I guess they're slowly phasing the chassis out, looks like, because it's in a restricted area, so I don't think we're able to use those chassis anymore. Alright, I do have a port chassis, so let's see if they clear me to just pass through and not have to get maintenance worked on the chassis. Got to go through roadability. Let's find out. The mechanic just waved me by and told me to just go ahead. So we're clear to go. The chassis doesn't need any maintenance, thank God. It's always a pain in the butt when you gotta sit and wait for them to work on the chassis or do a BIT inspection, because it just wastes time. Like, it's always hassle worrying about, like, oh man, is this gonna hold me up to pick up my next load? But luckily for today, the next load is out of the yard, but I do got to deliver that load from the yard to El Monte by 12 o'clock, and it's 9:41 right now. My ETA to Linwood, 32 minutes. Says I'll get there by 10:13, and then maybe 10 or 15 minutes to drop the load that I have now, store it, pick it up later, and then swap for the load that goes to El Monte. So by that time, it'll probably be like 10:30, and then I'll probably get to El Monte by like 11. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see if this arm lifts up right when I pull up. Fingers crossed. Come on, let's go. Bam. Very nice, very nice. This right here is my favorite part when leaving APM, because I get this beautiful view right here. Got the ocean, got a nice view of the ports. You can see all the ships in the ocean. All right, let's go take this to Linwood. Let's go. All right, we made it to Linwood. We have a small change of plans. They asked me if I can do Linwood yard to Ontario, and it's going to be a live unload, and then bring the empty container back to Linwood, and then pick up the load that I stored. And that one goes to Ontario as well, but that one's going to be a drop. So I told him, yeah, no problem. That's actually better because Ontario's a little bit further than El Monte, so it'll pay a little bit more. So I'm pretty much, I'm just storing this load that I picked up from APM. I'm gonna swap out and grab the other load, take to Ontario, get live unloaded. For those of you that don't know what live unloaded means, instead of dropping the container, you pretty much back up to a dock at the warehouse, and then you wait for them to finish unloading the container, and then you bring the container back to wherever it goes. But in this case, I'll just be taking it back to right here at Linwood.
All right, time to unhook. Yeah, so it's kind of confusing because the load that I picked up from APM, that delivers to Ontario, that's a drop. But the load that I'm swapping that also goes to Ontario is a live unload, and that's a 12 p.m. appointment. But I would have to get there no later than 1 p.m. So if it wasn't for that, I would have just taken the load from APM directly to Ontario and not have to store and swap. But because the live unload has a 1 p.m. deadline, I don't want to risk it. I probably would be able to make it from APM to Ontario and then back by 12 p.m., which would give me 1 hour to make it back to Ontario again. But I just didn't want to risk it. So I might as well just store the load, swap, do the live unload first, as long as I get there before 1 p.m. But most likely I'll get there, let's see, it's 10:30 right now. So I'll probably get there about like 11:30 or 12 o'clock, depending on the traffic. But for sure, I'm gonna be stuck in that traffic once I get that second load. It's confusing. Storing load, picking up a load, swapping loads. Yeah, it's confusing, but yeah, it is what it is, and I'm happy to have work today. Anyways, it's Friday, last day of the work week, and then get to enjoy the weekend, so I cannot complain. And speaking of 10:30, it's time to eat something. My stomach is eating my stomach. Right on time. Right when I got my kind bars and rice cakes, the yard truck here at Linwood already brought my load. All right, I gotta crank it down a little bit because it's too high. I'm a little winded right now. Whew. Sheesh. I gotta let my air pressure build up. Man, that landing gear was hard to crank down. It was too high. Bottom of the trailer was like maybe 3 inches above my fifth wheel plate. So I had to drop it all the way down. But I had to put the crank in the second gear so it's easier to turn. And then once the legs of the chassis started lifting up off the ground, then I was able to put it in first gear and then wind it up faster. Got a little tug test to make sure, and we're good to go. I just got to check out with the guard, get my paperwork, and go deliver this load. Check my seal, and then she waved me on by. All right, let's go. Okay, arrived right here at Ontario at this live unload. They want me to go to door 8 as soon as that truck leaves. Got here at 12 o'clock. It's already 12:32 now. They have me pulled over to the side, waiting for that truck right there to leave, and then I'll be able to take that dock and live unload me. So I just gotta sit and wait. They'll let me know when I can back into that door, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. All right, I just backed up into this dock spot. That other truck left, so now I'm able to back down into door 8. I already went and opened up my doors. Well, first I had to break the seal and then open up my doors. Which I should have recorded that, but I forgot to bring my camera. But now I'm just getting a little bit more straight with the dock. And I'm just gonna bring it all the way back
until I slightly bump the rubber things on that dock, and then just wait for them to unload me. Alright, that should be good right there. Alright, now I just gotta wait for them to let me know when they're done unloading me. Alright, they just finished unloading me. Now I just gotta pull out, close my doors, be on my way back to Linwood to drop off this empty and then pick up that load that I stored. Let's see, I got here at 12 p.m. and it's 2 o'clock on the dot now. But I probably waited like a good hour for them to start actually unloading me. And then it took them about another hour to finish unloading me. All right, let's go close these doors. I should have grabbed my hammer. Didn't need the hammer for those. That's nice. All right, we're all good to go. Now we can start rolling. Here at Linwood, just hooked up to, well, first of all, I dropped my load over there. The yard truck already picked it up and now he's parking it. And now I hooked up to my load trailer. But now I just gotta go and deliver it to Ontario. This one's gonna be a drop, and then I could hook up to another empty and then keep it over the weekend and use it for Monday's load. All right, let's go deliver this load. Finally made it to Ontario for the second load of the day. Alright, that's good enough right there. Just gotta drop it and then pick up my empty. Alright, MRKU 0750. Alright, I found my empty, I hooked up to it, and my freaking GoPro died. Damn thing. These ropes are on here good. All right, now I just gotta move the truck in reverse to make sure it latches on that kingpin. All right, got the tug. I'll just go out there and show you exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't know, that lock and jaw needs to be pretty much set so that the kingpin won't be able to come out. Doors are all the way open up against the container. If they're swinging to where they're like wide open, they can hit the guard shack or they can hit something else. All right, I'm gonna go close these doors and then we'll be on our way. Oh, gotta get the hammer. We all good. Man, those freaking door latches would not close, so I had to come back and get the hammer and just bang them shut. All these containers, the older they get, all the times going over the ocean with all the salty moisture and just everything that goes along with traveling over the seas, they get rusty. Every time I get a super old container, it's super hard to even swing the doors closed, let alone put the door latches on. All right, not too bad of a day. About to go back to the yard and shut down and enjoy the weekend. Made it back to the yard. I finally shut down. Call it a day. Today was actually a pretty nice day. Only had to go to the port once, and then I did that swap, stored that first load, picked up the second load, delivered, live unload. They took kind of long. They took 2 hours to unload, but that's about the going average for getting live unloaded. And then went back, dropped off that empty, picked up my original load, delivered to Ontario, and now I'm back here at the yard. But not too bad of a day. I can't complain. But anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I appreciate you watching. If you want to support this channel, check out the Amazon affiliate links in the description below. Anybody that buys something, this channel will get a small commission and it'll help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, go ahead and give me a follow. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. Don't forget to smash that like button, comment, share, subscribe. And to all of you that are already subscribed, I thank you so much for all your support. You're right here with me. This is the beginning of my YouTube channel, and let's see how far it takes us. But anyways, y'all stay safe out there. See you on the next one.